We are doing Sopapilla cheesecake bars today. This is definitely not a healthy recipe. There's a lot of butter in this. We're going to use puff pastry sheets, butter, egg, vanilla, cinnamon, cream cheese, a little bit of salt, sugar, and we'll need some flour to roll out the puff pastry. If you're not using puff pastry, you can also use crescent rolls. The equipment for this recipe is a large mixing bowl. If you're using puff pastry squares, you'll want a rolling pin, measuring cups, measuring spoons, a hand mixer, and a 9x13 pan. I'm going to start by mixing a half cup butter with 2 packages of cream cheese, which is 16 ounces. I'm just going to mix this with my hand mixer for about a minute until it's pretty smooth. Okay, that's pretty well blended. I blended that for about a minute and a half. I've added 3/4 cup sugar, a teaspoon of vanilla, 3/4 of a teaspoon cinnamon, and just a pinch of the salt. I did get out a spatula to scrape down the sides because it was getting really high on the sides. So I'm going to give this a mix for about 3 to 4 minutes and then just continue scraping down the sides as I need to. I did mix that for about 3 minutes. It looks really nice and creamy. So I added my egg. I'm going to just mix this long enough for it to get incorporated, and then I'm going to set this aside and work on the crust. I've floured my countertop with a little bit of flour, and I also greased my pan really well. I just used a pat of butter and smeared it all around the sides and the bottom of the pan. So for the puff pastry, you're going to just put it out on your flour, and we're just going to roll it out a little bit so that it fits in the pan. If you're using crescent rolls, you can just, lay them out in the pan and kind of smush the seams together. Okay, my top crust is rolled out, so I'm just going to put the filling in the pan with the bottom crust, and then I'll top it with the top. The next step is the topping, so you're going to melt 6 tablespoons of butter. I just did it in a bowl in the microwave. Just do like 15 seconds and then stir, 15 seconds, then stir until it's all melted. And then I have a half cup sugar, 3/4 teaspoon cinnamon, and a little bit of salt, like a pinch, in a bowl that I've mixed up too. So I'm going to spread the butter on top and then cover it with the cinnamon sugar. Oh, you guys, this is so not healthy. Oh my goodness. This goes in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes at 350. If you used crescent rolls, you're going to do 30 to 35 minutes, so just a little bit of a shorter time. Here we go. Okay, so I pulled this out of the oven. It was really puffy, but it's already sinking down. I cooked it for 40 minutes until the edges were getting nice and browned. And then the hard part is we need to wait 2 hours before we can cut into it.